Hello everyone, and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV. We're back doing the Ottomans because, I've made the commitment now to doing a series, and the last video seemed to do about average, so I think that's a bit of a success. So, as of now, just playing to reduce the war exhaustion. So let's set back on technology there a bit. But hey, it's something we've got to do, and we've got to wait to get 120. So this, what I want to do in this episode is, I want to finish the, focus conquer Greece, and I wanted to do consolidate Asia Minor. But we've got to reform the Imperial Army, so that means we're going to have 85% of the force limit, and my force limit is currently 38. Wow. Do I have the income? No, I will not be able to get 85% of the force limit, so I don't think I will be able to do consolidate Asia Minor quite yet. So, we'll be conquering Greece, and then maybe Serbia. Allies, Serbia, and I could co-belligerize them. So I could actually knock out two birds in one stone. What's that about? What was that, Wallachia or? Yep. So basically, Poland has now got all of both Romanian states under their control, and pretty soon they'll have Lithuania under their control. Not sure I like that. They're going to be a problem. But for now, I'm not clashing with them, so it should be fine. There we go. So, Bosnia. Yes, you're my ally, so it's not going to cost me any diplomatic relations. Oh, good. They are actually being competent and undoing the mistakes of the last episode, where they decided not to wait for me to hand them Herzegovina so they can annex it, which was very stupid of them to do. Infantry combat ability. Yes. Do that. So that will make my armies a bit more effective. Although I do need to... this is an annoying balancing act doing this, because you've got to have a balance between your ideas and technology. You don't want to get too far behind, otherwise your ideas are basically obsolete anyway. Yep, so I'll be declaring war on Epirus, but I want to wait a little while because I want to start coring Constantinople. Now, when I said a little while, I really did mean a little while, because it's only been 3 months, and now I'm already coring Constantinople, and it's on its way. But actually, I think I will probably wait for them to be caught up, so that means I will be able to take quite a lot of territory without overextending too much. So I will declare war on Epirus. I can't call any of my allies until 1456. I will, however, be able to defeat them quite easily. I'll co-belligerize Serbia. That reduces the war score it takes for me to take territory from them, and because they don't have any allies other than Epirus anyway, it doesn't call their allies in. Good. So straight away I want to siege down Kosovo and Arta, although I will in fact be defeating the Serbian army here, and then I'll go for Kosovo. And the Renaissance has appeared. Okay. Are they retreating to the... yes, they are. So they're going to be stuck on that island. I'm going to need to... Right, they can't get off that island. In fact, I will blockade this here. So, that island's blockaded, they can't cross the strait, and there's an army of 13,000 trapped on it, and they won't be able to do anything. So, yeah, I've already trapped the entire army of my of the people I'm attacking. So, that's it's good. Right, good. We've won this siege, and now I can siege down this fort, and then the rest of Serbia will be ripe for the taking in the small sieges, because I'll have siege down every single one of their forts. Right, won the siege in Arta. Now, this army is going to depart from Epirus, because, in fact, I want to see... Well, it's going to depart from Epirus because it needs to take away these rebels. There we go. Now what I need to watch is my aggressive expansion. I looked at what it would take to annex Serbia, and that would put Albania and Epirus into a coalition against me. Now that's not much of a problem, because Epirus will be annexed as soon as possible, and it's just Albania, they're not going to do anything. However, once I annex Epirus on top of that, that could lead to some problems. So this war will definitely have to last for quite a while. Right, there we go. One more province in Serbia. I will, of course, allow attach. Attach. There we go. These armies are now together. They will cross the strait into Cephalonia, and this war will be won after quite a large battle. But still, it'll be won. Although I'm not liking my manpower. Right, so I've actually sieged down this province now. Detach. You will go there, and you will go here. I can now make the peace deal, but I'm wondering, do I... Cavalry compatibility. Now I'm going to stop here because I don't have artillery yet, so I'll just upgrade my technology rather than anything else now. Right, so annex Serbia and annex Epirus. What's the coalition looking like? Albania and Venice. I'll deal with that. They won't declare war on me unless they get so many more people, or I go to war. So basically I've just got to wait until the coalition dies down. I doubt they'll do anything. Right, so now I can in fact make Constantinople the capital of the Ottoman Empire. There we go. Culture changed. Religion changed. And an extra stability, of course. Now, I do have to wait for my administrative power to go up so I can actually core the rest of these places. But I would say I am actually rolling in ducats. And if you don't know what ducats are, of course, it's the currency. Probably should have mentioned that. Now, what government reform do I want to take? National manpower modifier. Now, I'm struggling with manpower at the moment, so that's a possible thing I should take. Curtail noble privileges. Yes, that's national tax modifier. Right, so it's either strengthen noble privileges or curtail noble privileges. I am going to... Well, the manpower will eventually recover, right? No, that's just not good. I'm going to take noble privileges. And that will give me an extra 15% manpower. So, thanks to completing the mission of, well, annexing Serbia and, well, conquering Greece, it's given me a claim on all of Serbia, which I suppose is a bit useless now that I've conquered Serbia. But it's given me a claim on Belgrade and Albania. Now, hang on. Now, I'm looking at the aggressive expansion map here, and Wallachia and Moldavia are registered as being able to form a coalition, but they're vassals under Poland, which can't, so that's good. Albania is able to, but it's got a truce with me, so it's not going to join a coalition. And then, of course, there's Venice, which it said would form a coalition, but it's literally on the threshold and is not coloured orange. So, I don't know what's going on with that. Not at all. I, in fact, do know what was going on with that. Aggressive expansion decays over time. I just forgot about it because I was being stupid. Although whatever happens now, I'm just going to be playing the waiting game, because I will need my manpower to replenish to acceptable levels, as well as my armies recovering. And of course I have to wait for all these cores to be done. So I'll probably be back in about, well, 3 years. Right, so nearly around the time where I'll be able to do something, I suppose, because my armies, well, one of them is fully replenished, one of them is close, well, I just noticed that if I were to build a mosque in Constantinople, it would gain me an extra 0.41 ducats a month. Now that is a deal I cannot pass up. Now it may not sound like much, but that is very helpful. Ooh, regiment costs. Yes, that will increase my income because I'll have to spend less, of course. Hang on, now that's a lot of corruption. When did I get this corruption? And also, yes, I am using missionaries in Gallipoli. And I've stationed my troops around points of unrest. So instead of Thessalonica or Salonik, I moved my army here, which is in the middle of the unrest around here, and in Greece. It'll be able to go up quickly, and here, well, there's unrest in Gallipoli and Constantinople because conversion and conquering, as well as in Sivas for what I can't do. Oh, it's Shia Muslim, not Sunni. Okay, well that explains things. Right, so as expected, some rebels have popped up, and my manpower is at a reasonable level, so this battle shouldn't actually affect me that much. Yeah, both my armies are replenished fully. I ought to recruit one regiment, so the armies are balanced out. But, yes, doing good. And finally, the corruption looks like it's going to be down to an acceptable level. 10 ducat income a month. And that's not even war taxes. That is good. It's very good. Now I'm wondering, do I want the Devshir May? Because you know what? I think I am going to do the Devshir May, but yes, I'll do the Devshir May now, actually. Right. So risk. I don't know what the Janissaries event does because I've never seen it before. But, well, it's obviously going to be something that sounds historical, because the Janissaries were historical and the Devshir May system was historical, and that's why it's in the game. Yes, I will take the manpower. Definitely. Well, there's actually quite a few things here that I could do. Missionary strength versus heretics. Yes, that's just a complete bonus. Don't know why I didn't do that. Until the death of Yuan Yuan. Well, I'm not in a massive state of unrest at the moment. I mean, I've got quite a lot of unrest, but I could certainly be in a worse situation. So for now, nope, not going to do that. Now, where would I be gaining this claim on? On Hungary, of course. Because in that normal Ottoman game, I'd expand it straight into Hungary, wouldn't I? I'm going to take out Belgrade first, which isn't actually called Belgrade. Well, now I'm going to add 2 cavalry to... No, cavalry to each of my armies, because that's... I like the ratio of 2 to 1 with the infantry and cavalry. And then I'll add another template to recognise that. 1457, 10 to 5. Right, so since I have the money, actually... well, first I'm going to dock these ships. I'm going to split the bark off of the galleys. I'll dock you, let's say, over here. And I'll put the cogs over here. Now I'll dock these in Adriana, and around the Aegean I will have a massive galley naval build-up. I think an extra 10 galleys will do. What's my force limit looking like? 32, so... Well, if I sacrifice the 1 bark that I'm not going to use because it's... Well, it's less effective than galleys in an inland sea, of course. Well, I could get rid of the cogs because they cannot fit my entire army. And I do not see myself transporting stuff soon. So, now I've got 15 ships. Cogs were useless and the bark is less effective than it can be. So, yeah. That's armies, navies. And of course I've gone all the way down here now. I will have 10 more galleys in use, and that shall put me back towards the top of the leaderboard. Yeah, there we go, 10 galleys in production. And then hopefully when the force limit allows it an extra 5, and that'll be a decent amount. Right, so my first new ships are popping up. Still constructing one in Gallipoli. And my missionary's almost done, actually. Well, I don't know why I looked at culture there originally. I'll probably do Adrena next. Just for the sake of it looking neat. And I'll send my main fleet into the Aegean, and then all the ships can meet it there. Because I like to have things neat, as I literally just mentioned. In you go. Okay, for some reason it didn't click this one. Probably just outside of the selection. Ooh, I take it that's military ideas that just popped up. And yes, it is. Pike Square. Good. Yeah, it's still the nationalism ideas, but I'm going to save up to do the marketplace. Yes, so I was having a bit of a look, considering Hungary, that is, because it's got claims on them. It probably would be a more manageable war than actually against Albania and Venice. Don't know why, though, but they are allied with Brandenburg, so that seems odd. It's probably because they want to counter Bohemia and Austria, so they have to fight a war on 2 fronts, of course. Have to deal with Croatia if we go towards Hungary, because it's a junior partner. It's a good thing they've not annexed it yet, because if it's a disloyal junior partner, of course, then it won't fight alongside Hungary, even though it is technically still in the war. Well, this is a problem though with Bosnia that, well, the thing is, it's got too good relations with Hungary to actually want to go to war with them. So I might have to just try and improve my relations with them, so then they will trust me enough, well, like me more than they like them, and they'll answer when I call to war. Crimea won't join because, well, it's a distant war, so they probably wouldn't even commit that much forces to it. And Karakoyunlu is currently in another war on it by itself, so yeah. I will not be able to do... well, my best shot on getting an ally is Bosnia, and that seems pretty unlikely. Yeah, so I'll have a new national ideas think focus. There we go, technology. Yeah, I'm certainly ahead of time now. And I'll go with economic ideas, because they're sweet, sweet ducats. Right, so I've had a bit of an idea. Given the fact we're making quite a lot of money, and the fact that our army does need to expand in size, as well as the Reform the Imperial Army mission, which is to get 85% of the force limit. So now I'm thinking what we do is we make another army. Well, to do that, we've got to save up quite a bit, and I'll put it in Thessalonica, or maybe up here, because I want to go to war with Hungary at some point. So, well, going to save up enough money to do that. Also, I probably should have mentioned earlier, I started work on Sivas to convert it from Shia to Sunni Islam, because that will hopefully, once it is done, stop the unrest. Also, to achieve what I want to do with this, I am going to lower my maintenance. That will put damage on morale, but I'm not at war at the moment, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. And good. Marketplace. This is what I wanted. Why am I getting notifications about Genoa and Savoy? Maybe because Genoa is my neighbour, and I asked for the notifications. Actually, no, I forgot to do this. I need to click away from that so I don't get loads of notifications, and click the best guess. So that means what the game thinks is relevant to me is what I will get, not just spam. And already I can, in fact, afford a new army. In fact, I'll have 20 ducats to spare once it's done. So I will train it and place it here in Serbia. And actually, I'm surprised, considering where I was before, that my manpower is able to cope with this. Now, of course, to lead this army, I will need to recruit a leader. And reform the Imperial Army mission. Good. Now, where are my claims on? Just those areas. Okay. As I was expecting. But I guess in the next episode, I will be going to war with Karaman and Kandar. Although, who are they allied to? The Mamluks and Kandar. Yep, Kandar seems like a better choice to go to war with first, before I go to war with Karaman. Because a war with the Mamluks and Akkoyunlu is not a great idea. Although Karakoyunlu would probably help me with this war, considering the fact they have quite a lot of claims. And I'm surprised they're warning quite a few of its neighbours. Okay. Right, so yes, I need to recruit a leader. And good, he's about average compared to my other leaders. He could be better, of course, but yeah, it's very good still. Anti-clericalism. I'm going to gain the ducats. They'll still be the... Yep, they're still loyal. And mission fulfilled. What is that? High income. I was not expecting that. But I like that a lot. I'm probably going to build a lot more stuff. Oh, it's been lowered in price by 10. And so is this. So where's the marketplace? 180, yes. Going to put one in Constantinople, definitely. I probably should have checked in the first episode what my trader's doing. Right, it's all very well and good you transferring the wealth, but you really ought to collect on it. So I'm going to remove one for Aleppo to Constantinople. This should hopefully increase my income. Oh, it's just decreased by 0.03 ducats. Oh, well, that'll be fine. Once I gain an extra trade power through marketplace, I should definitely be making more profit. There we go. Constantinople. Okay, I sort of understand why they're claiming my territory, given the fact I've got loads of claims on theirs. Oh, right. Diplomatic relations with Bosnia. I'm going to recall the diplomats. Now, would they help me in the war? No, they still wouldn't. Thank you for your great help. I keep acting like I should have one more missionary than I do. It's annoying now. This is possibly the only game ever that I've played of Europa Universalis IV that I've played where I've wanted to have more than one missionary, and it's annoyed me that I don't. I'm close to getting economic ideas. Well, I already do. I mean, the bureaucracy, the first part of it, because that will increase my income by quite a lot. An extra 15%. At this rate, I could afford yet another army. I'm too off from reaching my complete force limit. Now, something I'm thinking, should I just, for the sake of it, train 2 things, train 2 infantry, take the mission, and then be done with it. Yes, I am going to do that. I'm going to train them, take the mission, and then... it's a little issue. Okay, so I'm going to train these infantry, get the mission for force limit, and then delete them. Because I don't want just 2 random divisions or an uneven army. Okay, for a moment then I thought that was going to make me straight up go to war with them, not casus belli. Oh, I can do this, even though it had an X there. Yes, I'll gain the casus belli, and I will delete these troops. There we go. And I have run out of time for this episode. So, it's been a good one. Made a lot more progress. Moving quite quickly, although I have to watch that because Albania could very well form a coalition against me. Although it'd be by itself because Wallachia, who also does not like my aggressive expansion, is a vassal under Poland who will become a major, major problem in the future. It's something I really do need to watch and try and curb their rise to power. But for now, it is goodbye, and I will see you in the next episode.